what we have actually come to do today is one of the reasons why we have lawyers, we have criminal justice, we have litigation. Why it's important that as lawyers we hold the government accountable, we hold citizens accountable, and also we recognize the provisions of the Constitution, that everybody is equal under the law, that you are innocent until proven guilty by a court of competent jurisdiction, and that in everything we are doing there should be transparency, accountability, and rule of law. Cleen Foundation was established in 1998 as a non-profit organization to promote public safety, security, and access to justice, and we work in collaboration with government agencies, civil society organizations, and the private sector. Acja Foundation has been one of our key supporters in this our 21 years journey. I remember that in 2006, Acja supported one of our first survey on public safety and security in Nigeria, and that survey actually ran until 2013. And since 2016, 2017, Acja has also been helping us to administer perception surveys and the administration of criminal justice in Nigeria. We know that in 2015, the government of the former president, Goodluck Jonathan, passed the Administration of Criminal Justice Act 2015 into law. And the idea is actually to merge the Criminal Procedure Code and the Criminal Procedure Act together under the Administration of Criminal Justice. Of course, we know also that criminal law is under the concurrent jurisdiction legislative list, which means that both the federal and the state have powers to legislate. So that's why we will have the Administration of Criminal Justice Act, which applies in all the federal institutions and Abuja. And then you have the Administration of Criminal Justice Law, which most states, as at the last count, we have 26 states that have implemented those acts. So for those of us who have smartphones, if you go to Google Play and type Acja, Cleen Acja, you will actually see the law that we have put it on our smart technology. It's accessible, and you really don't need to pay anything to have access to it. We're also going to update all the states that have passed the Administration of Criminal Justice Law. If you open the application, you will see the innovations. One of the key innovations is that if you are arrested and you are at a police station, then your lawyer needs to be there before you make a confessional statement. And that if you are making a confessional statement, it should be under camera, actually videotaped. And also that somebody should not be arrested in lieu, which unfortunately still happens. We know that sometimes people commit crimes, they don't see you, they pick somebody from your family and all these things. The law is against it. And also there are other innovations to support the police, to support the administration of criminal justice. But basically what we are doing here is that in some of the states that have passed this law, and also in FCT, we know there are judgments now that recognize this act that has been gone to the Supreme Court. So the idea of digitization, we had discussions with Hoodie Docs. Hoodie Docs is based in Geneva. And interestingly, Acja Foundation supported Hoodie Docs to develop an application that is called OWASI. So that OWASI actually helps you to document cases and materials. And at the touch of the button, you actually see these cases. So we have partnered with Hoodie Docs based in Geneva to give lawyers, Nigerians, access to these court judgments on the administration of criminal justice. So if you go to the OWASI webpage, you will see some of the cases that have been decided in the federal high courts in Abuja, and some of them have also been decided in Lagos, in Oyo State, in Anambra State, in Enugu State, and different other, in Kaduna State also, and different other parts of the country. The idea is that it should be easily accessible to lawyers and average Nigerians. I remember when we were in the law school, if you are asked to get the Nigerian Weekly Law Report, it's quite expensive. I don't know how expensive it is now, but then the Nigerian Weekly Law Report was one of the most reliable law reports that you can put. I know we've started having digital law reports. The idea is that one day, through the help of MacArthur Foundation and Cleen Foundation, we're actually going to have what we call Acja law reports, which will be both electronic and hard copy. And we hope that one day we will have lawyers going to court and using these law reports to actually make presentations before the court. We want to thank the Nigerian Bar Association for partnering with us. They already have a resource center, a computer center where lawyers are supposed to be trained, continuous legal training. But what we're just adding is that anytime you come here, you want to have access to these materials, NBA will give you access free also. And also, we're also making arrangements to ensure that the hard copies of those judgments are accessible to you. So one, you will have access to these judgments online. You also have access to them in hard copies. But beyond that, the long-term plan is to have law reports that one can actually cite before the courts. We want to also appreciate the support that MacArthur Foundation has given us. Currently, we are training police officers on the administration of criminal justice. We did a training of trainers program in Abuja last month. Then we are going to cascade it to the siege political zones. At the last count, we hope to train at least not less than 240 police officers on the administration of criminal justice. Next week, we are starting a pilot survey also on the administration of criminal justice, and it's going to have 11,000 sample size. And this is actually to understand how the Criminal Justice Act is influencing the administration of criminal justice generally in Nigeria. And we have target population, the lawyers, police officers, correctional services, and those, of course, who understand the law. So please, if you see some of our enumerators coming to you, please also support them and answer as frankly as possible. We also want to thank the Nigerian police, even though they are not here, for supporting us in some of the activities. The last time we met the IG, we explained some of this we are doing here, and they reminded us that they will continue to support us. So for those of us here who are legal practitioners, and those of us who are aspiring to become legal practitioners, we welcome you to this resource center, and we hope that you will find it useful. We hope that it will aid your work, and we hope that it will also aid accountability and transparency in our work in Nigeria.
A few things about MacArthur Foundation and the motivation for the foundation's partnership with the Cleen Foundation. We are a US-based foundation. We are based in Chicago, and we've been in Nigeria for more than 2.5 decades, almost 30 years now that we've actually been here. A lot of our work in the past 2.5 decades have been around issues of human rights, issues of public safety and well-being, which he mentioned in his opening remark, strengthening democracy and democratization through electoral support, civic engagement. We've supported a lot of effort to improve maternal health service provisions in the country, to get more girls into school and off the streets, to improve higher education. So the foundation has been around and has supported a lot of effort to improve governance and the impact on the living conditions of the people. But over the last 3 years, we launched a new program, which we call the On Nigeria program. It is under the On Nigeria program, which aims to support Nigeria's effort to reduce corruption, that we are supporting the work that is being launched today. The central aim of the On Nigeria program is to work with Nigerian actors, state and non-state, to reduce corruption and the incidents of corruption. By the foundation that unless and until Nigeria is able to deal with the problem of corruption, it doesn't really matter how much we may allocate to any of the human development sectors, whether it is education, whether it is health, whether it is water, whether it is even infrastructures. If we do not fix the problem of corruption, chances are that we will be like someone who is trying to put water into a basket. You'll get nothing out of it. And I think that's the experience that you find in the country and in many parts of West Africa. So the essence of the partnership with Cleen stems from the opportunities that we found with the passage of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act. The Act, passed by the previous administration in 2015, introduced a number of revolutionary provisions that we are convinced, if properly implemented, can actually strengthen the hands of government in its fight against corruption. It also helped to galvanize citizens' voice in their role as oversight, as watchdogs, as monitors, to call out corrupt cases and hold government to account. And that's why in 2015, when we launched the On Nigeria program in the country, we supported a cohort of groups that are working around strengthening the implementation of Administration of Criminal Justice Act, but also the adoption of the Act across the states. The ACJA, being a federal law, suffers the limitation of, by its nature, being a federal law. And so there was that need to get more states to have a variant of that law. And I think at the last count, we now have over 20 states that have adopted the ACJA, which I think is a very big leap from where we were in 2015, when it was just a federal law, and I think Lagos and a number of states back then. 2-3 years later, where we now have about 20 states having this law. Now, the essence of law is not just that they are passed. And this is expressing my own views. I think that globally, laws do at least two things. They standardize behaviors, because in the absence of laws, everyone can behave however they like, and you will have a justification. So they help to standardize behaviors. And in addition to that, they also serve as a basis to holding people to account. So they sanction errant behaviors. And so I want us to see the exercise of today, not just as in trying to satisfy a contractual agreement between Cleen and MacArthur Foundation to set up this resource center, but to see these as an additional resource for A, standardizing behavior, and B, holding public officials and every one of us here accountable.
Making use of this ICT center is actually free. Anybody can walk in at any time. It's actually open to everybody. Well, lawyers, but like MacArthur, it's open for everybody, and it's got of limits that. So it's actually free, and it's a way of empowering lawyers. That's the aim. Empowering lawyers, empowering everybody. Just walk in, make use of do your research, and then equip yourself. So for lawyers, equipping ourselves, it can never be overemphasized. So that's the sole aim. And for me, another plus of this hosting of corruption judgment is we have electronic law reports nowadays. We have the likes of Law Pavilion, we have Wikipedia, aside this the law reports, the Nigerian law reports, federal law reports. But the advantage of this is solely on criminal matters.
Formally launched this resource center to aid the work of fighting corruption in Nigeria, to also aid transparency and accountability, and also to help both the young lawyers, the middle-aged lawyers, and also the old lawyers and the senior advocates in the cause of helping humanity. We pray that Nigeria becomes a better place for all of us. We pray that justice reigns. We pray also that there is rule of law, that everybody is subject to the law. In the name of God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. Let's go inside. That's already fought by but we now set up, like you see, financial crime cases corruption cases and other related cases. Just open, go up again. Just scroll down, sorry, so for now we have like 404 cases that have been uploaded. And there's one that shows you Abuja and all those things. Okay, just click on the corruption cases. Yeah, so this shows you some of the cases that have been recently added. So it tells you whether it's from the Federal High Court, whether it's Court of Appeal. That's where it is from, the state, the type of case, the date it was added, and all those things. And then you also look at the type of case, corruption case, materials related to accountability and transparency cases, and all those things. So what actually has a very high search engine that it will bring out those cases. If you also want to show whether it is Court of Appeal, Supreme Court, or the High Court, and the ones in this thing also has, so the cases are from Federal High Court, Court of Appeal, area court. You can actually go online with your cell phone and just type www.cleen.wazi.io, and then you have access to it. The application actually to this, so that as the cases are being, you will also see those cases. But we're also going to have shelves here where you can actually have hard copies. If you're a hard copy person, and also